Next time they shine your light in the sky, don't go to it. The bat is dead. Bury it. Consider this mercy.
Tell me. Do you bleed? You will.
And welcome to another uh, Cater Lal podcast. And man, the internet sucks this morning. So, this, of course, is my Rebel Moon director's cut uh, Chalice of Blood watch along on Netflix. And we have Sin Havoc on the chat. Good evening, good morning to everyone. And yep, man, StreamYard sort of like again was I wonder if my internet connection is busted. I don't know, man. This sucks. So make sure your Netflix and you have Netflix on and your click on Rebel Moon, the director's cut, chapter one, Chalice of Blood, and make sure we're in zero. And let's do this in five, four, three, two, and one. Play. All right. The Netflix logo. We have engage and welcome Wmir. What's up? And welcome to my little watch along of Rebel Moon. The intro itself is different from the PG-13 cut. And let's go. This is pure uh, sci-fi. Toa looks like Rome on fire. Nice. Yes, it does. This is a war picture, a sci-fi war picture. This is according to Sin, Havoc, Heavy Metal, and Seven Samurai inspired. That's true. That's definitely true. Admiral Noble. You notice that the Mother World soldier is all dressed like Nazis, right? The SS. It's more like Sumeria on fire. That's true. Uh, Sin Havoc. That's true. So we got Eris. So this is the Imperium's style to of how they conquer. Yes, those Nazi symbols are everywhere, and makes you think uh, that Hitler got it from where Hitler got the symbolism of his Nazi party from. Ares' origin is so brutal. Yes, man, this happens in real war. The brutality of the conqueror. You don't see this kind of stuff in Star Wars anymore. Star Wars is so busy promoting the woke culture, they forgot the very essence of sci-fi and war. So on Earth and in the cosmos, those symbols came from other galaxies, star systems. Yeah, I think I watched an episode of Ancient Aliens stating just that. Virgin is a new alien species. That virgin animal should be called the life taker or anti-chalice. Maybe W. Mir, maybe. They brand the ladies, the women of the world they conquer. Man, so how many minutes is this uh, new opening sequence? This is Aris's father. Is this King Toa or what? The Imperium soldiers, the uniforms that the Imperium soldiers wear, looks like something from Starship Troopers. And this is his time to shine. The virgin, boom, just brutal. So it turns out that Ares is of royal blood. The priests, scribes are evil tooth fairies. They take the teeth of the kings of the planet they conquer and collect it, collect it. So Sin Havoc says originally the swastika was supposed to be used for protection and used as a compass or guiding system. No money left behind or nothing. Yeah, it's it's the folly of war. The conqueror always has the last say. Okay, let's see if we're in sync. Timestamp is 7 minutes and 52 seconds. Admiral Noble is sort of so brutal here. His reputation is so, man, brutal. This is, of course, Iris's backstory, the backstory in which on how Iris became a member of the Mother World's Militarium Brigade. Ed Skieran uh, looks so scary in his uniform. Those of us who grew up in a military junta or martial law knows exactly how people feel when they see this kind of stuff over in real life. Everyone's acting was so good in this scene. Yeah, true. It's true. W. Mirror. So I placed an invite for those who wants to join the panel, and let's see. I already invited someone, and I'm still waiting for him to pop up on the panel. The weapon uh, that Alice will use to bash his dad's brain head, the skull of his dad, is so hard bone. Yeah, you need to do what he says, or else you too will die. This is be a man. This is like, but it's been metallized. Oh, maybe if it's metallized like an alloy baseball bat, but wood it's is still harder compared. And the human bones or animal bones are hard, reinforced bones is what I'm thinking. So Arceus' dad says he forgives him. I forgive you. This is one of those curse of forgiveness. Man, the effects is so makes the scene more real, more brutal, more violent. This, of course, is uh, heavy metal. Man, Noble, Atticus Noble is such a sadist, and he enjoys letting other people do his dirty work for him. The scribes are collecting teeth for a mosaic poster of the Princess Isa, justifying their their brutality in conquering the known universe. We can use all that, the anger. W. Mir says there's a theme with Snyder in Army of the Dead. The daughter shoots Bautista's head At the end, Ares kills his father in the head. Belisarius forces Korra to kill him in the head, and they all seems accepting of. Oh, yeah. This is genocide, pure and simple. So Ares' mother is accepting that they won't live uh, to see another sunrise because what she says is true. There's no honor in Admiral Atticus Noble. Man, that was a long 19 minutes first scene. Now it's Rebel Moon title, The Chalice of Blood. Man, so we're in Velt. I feel that this scene of Korra plowing the fields is quite different from the PG version, PG-13 version, somewhat different. Probably the camera angle, the the dialogue, and we have Gunnar. He's so fascinated with Korra that he pauses just to stare at her. This is this scene reminds you of how hardworking the farmers are in the fields, in some the the fertility rites for pagan rituals uh, is so obvious in what Zack Snyder is trying to show us. Yeah, it's the old world. Uh, The old world with their fertility rites, fer- fertility rituals, it's still being practiced somewhat on so-called modern on the modern world. If you follow the feast of some Catholic feast uh, that celebrate the fertility, the harvest, it's basically the same. But since we're witnessing pagan rituals, it's all about sex. Tate created a mural. Yeah, it's like W. Muir said, the Tooth Fairy. Yeah, this is old world pagan ritual. Somehow, I don't think kids will understand what's happening. The culture of wealth seems to be a polygamous one. The relationship between Cora and Den seems to be something of a need. Must admit that he's an IGG. Wow. Must admit it that he's an wow. What is an IGG? Man, Musk? Did you guys watch Joe Rogan's stand up one shot at Netflix yesterday? Well, it's all about aliens, conspiracy, and whatnot. It's good, but it's all about aliens, conspiracies, and whatnot. And everyone is having quite a laugh while listening to Joe Rogan speak up on some issues. So there's no feeling in Cora when she and Dan made sexual intercourse. You can feel that she's not really into him, but it's all about biological needs. So Elon Musk said he wrote Home Sweet Home and showed pictures of Mars. Why? Wait, wait. Is he on Mars? Man, that'll be. I read somewhere, or at least I watched a few uh, TV show from the past. I'm watching replays actually of that Mars is not what we think it is. Joe Rogan knows a lot more than he leads on. Yes, he does. He does. He does. I don't mind these scenes for obvious reasons. Sophia gets me through this scene. Yeah, it's not a pigsty like some other director wants to do. That other director is initials is JG. Man, it's erotic. It's in nature very erotic, and Zack handled the scene very well. Doesn't even look like porn. It's just a rated R scene. But I have to use my headset, just to listen to the sound. Because when I first watched uh, Chalice of Blood, it was in a loudspeaker. My wife is scolding me. What the hell are you watching? He wants to colonize Mars before 2030. Whoa. They discovered water and oxygen on Mars, right? So it's not, uh, Mars is not how we saw it a few years ago, which is really interesting. The Martian called me, just like all those anime where people from Mars attack Earth. So more than oxygen, more than water, we discovered a lot more. I think there's old buildings on Mars. So this is an additional scene where Gunner is giving the seedlings to people. You notice how Gunnar is staring at Cora so much. So we get to see Sam questioning Cora about what happened the night before. So the Imperial Dreadnought has finally appeared in the skies of Velt. Man, this is ominous. Yeah, I heard there were pyramids and ancient structures on Mars. This is Awesome news. What will happen? Will it be pulled under the rug? W. Mir said, Love Gunner's arc in the whole two-part journey. Yes, it's it's nice to see Gunner having a bigger role to play, and also he his his character is the surprise of the whole Rebel Moon movies. Everyone's journey is more fleshed out in the director's cuts. Yes, that's true. Everybody has equal equal roles, equal journeys that everyone passes through. Agreed. Still love the PG-13 ones, though. But I agree. Yes, the PG-13 is more linear, somewhat. But the extra scenes makes it a whole different narrative. So Sindri is directing his people on what to do, what to say. He is, of course, the father of the village, so everyone must heed what he says. And people are saying that Netflix should have shown this cut first before the PG-13. But you know what it is, and we got what we got. I'm just thankful that we got the true vision of Zack's Rebel Moon. So I have to ask, Dune Part 1 and 2 versus Rebel Moon Parts 1 and 2. Uh, I watched Dune Part 2 just once, and I need to rewatch it because I sort of snooze off with that movie. I enjoyed Part 1 of Dune, but I enjoy Rebel Moon more somewhat. This, of course, this scene looks like how the Nazis enter France with arms wide open. So Sinavok says there's underground bases in Mars, and glass on Mars was carbon dated from thousands of years ago. That's uh that's the question over on Mars, is whether why are there glass on the Mars surface, which can only be processed or done if there was an ultra heated event. W. Mir said, Rebel Moon movies for me too. Yeah, It's relatable, relatable even for those who uh, didn't like sci-fi's sci-fi movies. But people enjoy a good movie. That's everything that matters. There's a shortage in grain in food supply because Admiral Noble is chasing the rebels, which does guerrilla warfare all over space. This is why they needed the grain in Velt. This is why everyone of the Imperium wants uh, the grain. It's all about food and the survival of the Imperium soldiers, the Imperium armies. There's a very big story narrative concerning the mother world on how long had it's been conquering other worlds. How long did the king change his mind about uh, conquests and giving the princess Isa the way for peace? Sinavok says intergalactic nuclear war on Mars created the glass. That heat was at least 3600 degrees. Yeah, true. So this happened a very, very long time ago. And I wonder what will happen to the human race when they realize that we are not alone in the galaxy. Green thumb is, uh, I think, universal for everyone who plants seeds and grows their crops. So many people are gonna freak out. Yes, once they learned what's all around them. And we're just talking about uh, Rebel Moon and Mars. We haven't talked about dimensional wall, doorways, uh, the stargates. We haven't talked about lots of things. We're just scratching the surface. Yes, stargates. The movie in the 90s in Stargate was titled Stargate was awesome, and one of those stories I really like. Densities, portals, astral planes. Yeah, spiritual. This is using an aspect of the human being who has, of course, three elements: body, soul, and spirit. And we can travel the astral planes somehow. We sometimes take a peek on astral planes when we dream. We dream stuff, consciousness, the power of the mother world to harness the consciousness of people is so terrifying at best. Admiral Noble just standing there brings fear to people. He's just standing there, man. Whoa. The Admiral crushed Sindri's skull just like that. The farmers are surprised, terrified. Man, they killed Sindri's wife using the molten sword of the Crypteans, the blue swords. Evil. Okay, Sinhavok says evil describes Take a two. I wish Sindri was a rebel. Damn, molten swords. Yeah. So they continue to the scribes continue to make the murals with using their victims' teeth. They hide their brutality in saying that they do all these things they do in the name of the princess Isa, which honestly uh, they did kill off. Uh, the evil tooth fairy. The mural is also a map, and the scribes are chanting. Yeah, they pray to their gods. Very old world stuff. Timestamp is 47 minutes and 33 seconds. Yeah, Anunnaki. Those are giant beings that seems to be on Earth way back when. JC143 is, of course, uh, Jimmy's or James's model. Jimmy is a derogatory word that describes the JC143 models in the sense Seneschals, uh, the podcast on Spotify. It's we learned the names of the other Jimmys, and I think we'll be getting episode 2 today of the Seneschal, a Rebel Moon story. All over history, in every story. Anunnaki. Yeah. This is wicked. Every war, in every war, there's harassment for happening. And yeah, all over history. You ever heard of Standeo? Okay, let's check it out. Standeo. Bartholomew is the first major Jimmy. The king says in Chalice of Blood that he doesn't like the idea of Isa having a human bodyguard. The Council of Jimmys. No, Sin, I is Standeo a writer or what? Cosmic Conspiracy by Standeo. Uh-oh. Anthony Hopkins' voice is all over, making Jimmy a really good character. Aris is pissed off with Marcus. Okay, I'll be watching it later. Sin. This scene reminds me of the time that people are theorizing that Sam is Princess Isa because of the reaction Jimmy has in her presence. I wonder if people still remember that, or is it another Nelson Mandela effect? the Chalice or the Redeemer. There's no comparison between the Jimmy and C3PO because, for all intent and purposes, C3PO is a comic relief, while Jimmy or James is a warrior class. So there's magic involving the Princess Isa. The myth is indestructible. That's true. Okay, thanks, Sin. I'll be looking at that later. Ancient magic, chaos magic, or good magic? Or is magic the same all over? It just bends to the will of the user. Depends on how you use it. Yeah, we saw this kind of magic narrative on The Witcher. They're blaming Gunnar. So Den is being the voice of reason. Cora is telling them to run. Timestamp is 54 minutes and 49 seconds. Our work fights for us. Somehow, this principle doesn't work because there's a counter principle for here that everyone is replaceable. Cora is preparing to run. It's the only logical way to handle things. Once the Imperium, the Mother World, sets its eyes on you, you better run. Hagen is a good man. He's the one who adopted Korra into their village, and he considers Korra as part of his people. This is Sofia Botella's very first starring role, right? She plays supporting roles in all her previous movies, and somehow she can carry a movie on her own. This is, of course, Rebel Moon. The director's cut is the Snyder cut of this franchise. This is an additional scene. You'll notice the additional scene, the changes in the narrative of all the scenes in this director's cut. It's obvious for the trained eye. This scene is happening throughout our world, the real world, where uh, military abuse is being used by uh, the military, and somehow people are oblivious to it. So I'm about to bring a special guest, and we have a Curly Ray. Yeah, he's still muted.
I am JC1435,
Yeah, I can hear you,
to a
man. I can
billion.
hear. How's it,
And
the
yeah,
Curly Ray?
what's up, guitar?
Yeah, I'm doing my Rebel Moon, the director's cut, uh, part one, chapter
Hey,
one. Watch
which
along.
what's the timestamp right now for you?
My timestamp for me is 1 hour, 1 minute, and 21 seconds. So life imitates art, and yeah,
Wait, hold on. What?
cur-
1 minute and 21 seconds.
1 minute and 1 hour, 1 minute and 37 seconds now.
Okay,
All
so you
right.
just started the movie.
I started the movie at around 8:05, and we have Sin Havoc and W Mir in the chat. And thank you
Oh,
for
oh, what's up? What's up, everyone? What's up, Sun
yeah,
Havoc? What's going on, W Mirror? Is it W
yeah,
Mirror? Did I pronounce it right?
yeah, W Mir,
W
or
Mirror.
yes,
Hey, W Mirror. I see you got all the Yu-Gi-Oh talk sometimes in the chats. Hey, if you're down to duel me, uh, I'll be glad to challenge you to a duel one day.
what's up? W Mir said, "What's up to you?"
What's up, W Mirror? I got the movie playing. I
Yeah,
need to get my food real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay.
yeah, yeah. Well, We're still here in the barn scene, and
Wait, the bar scene.
the barn scene, yes.
Oh, the barn scene. Okay, like in the village. Yeah, I'm gonna go get my food. I'll be right back.
So this scene is really dope. This really bites. Cora faces the soldiers. Yeah, it is. Uh, Cora. The difference between the PG-13 version is that blood splatter all over the place. How can you not have blood splatter with that those molten bullets, lava bullets, right?
Are you sure you're on 1 minute? Because I think we might be on. You're talking about the barn scene. That's about an hour in.
Yeah, we're in an hour.
Okay, I thought.
Yeah,
Okay, I
yeah.
thought you were in a minute. And I was like, dang, y'all started late.
It's a 1 hour. Yeah, it's already you. When you said you'll be late, I said it's okay, but I need to start the stream because I need to go out before lunch here in the
Yeah,
Philippines.
yeah. What kind of food y'all got up there?
Yeah, it's yes, Sin Havoc is laughing at us. So, Curly, how many times did you watch the director's cuts
I've
of
actually
Rebel
watched
Moon?
them once, but I've been having them on the background ever since I watched them. Like
Mm.
I have chapter one playing in my room right now, my new one, because I actually got moved into a new house
Oh, yeah.
during the entire week, and that's why I kind of been uh a little bit less active than usual. And I've had chapter two playing in my living room so far. So yeah, that's basically what I've been doing so far. But man, I'm enjoying them. These so far, I may go back and watch his DC movies again. But so far, I think Rebel Moon might be my favorite movies from Zack Snyder so far.
Yeah.
Just
It's
maybe.
uh it's really an awesome film.
Just too good.
It's too good, yes. Especially this cut,
Yep.
the the movie that was meant to be his version.
Yep.
And some people are so pissed that they didn't get this movie first. It's like, do these people understand what Zack is doing, right? I
Yeah.
mean,
I think it's just kind of disappointing, but we at least we got 'em, you know? Like
yes, we got it. And honestly, it's been how many days? And it's just getting
it's already trending.
entering.
It's been trending in the UK, Switzerland, uh,
Yeah,
in the Philippines, where you're at.
yeah. I just observed that today, and somehow it took about how many days before it went to the top 10. But it's I'm glad it did. It's a magnum opus, and I thought that would never happen again after ZSJL. Yeah. And it's number one in Nigeria, according to WMIR.
Hmm, that's good. Sadly, it's not in the top 10 in the United States, but I don't care.
Yeah, well, it's turning out that the US has a tough audience.
Yeah,
It's
they
hard to please
American
the
audiences are
American
American audiences are
audience.
yeah, American
Yeah.
audiences is to me, I call them brain dead in America. So
Sin Havoc says, I said that this time it will be a slow burn. Yeah. People will eventually get the film.
yeah, I was just thinking about that.
Lazy audience.
Yeah, they they're sitting on their butts playing Call of Duty and not, you know. Oh
Too
yeah,
spoiled.
W Mirror, yes, exactly. They're too spoiled
Too spoiled.
watching fake YouTubers that See, this is what there's like a lot of YouTubers I used to watch I don't typically watch anymore. Not because I don't have nothing against them, but they're kind of fake to me now. It's like it's like the second
They're
coming
oh
of you no longer believing in Santa Claus, when you find out like, oh,
yeah.
Santa's not real. That's how I envision it with some of these YouTubers. But
And those YouTubers are really showing that they get some sort of residual from the studios
yep.
that they promote.
Well, I'm not just talking about like these outlets that we've been that have been pushing all these fake narratives. There's like YouTube gamers that I used to watch, where one of them I liked watching, but one thing I kind of realized is that he was really just making videos for the money, and the views. Like he was playing Mario Kart, and he flat out said this on live stream. He said because he was absolutely raging he got so mad at the game. He was like, I hate this game. And he said, the only reason I'm playing this game is because you guys watch my videos and get all the views. All right? You're not doing it through your
Yeah.
heart. And I was just like, yeah, I ain't watching you.
Yeah. So Sin Havoc says, I said that 2024 is the year of reveals and announcements.
We've
Of
got a lot of
course,
them. We've had a lot of announcements.
hashtag of his own. I was right. And Wmir said, I call them rage artists. They do it for clicks and attention, but general audience are up, wising up to it
Yep.
lately. Yeah, that's
That's another
true.
thing is too. Like I think because ever since I've been friends with all of y'all because we're all friends and family. Y'all have really shown me how fake the internet is, and how
Mhm.
the real world is a much better place because you don't have to worry about people trying to poke fun of you and all that. It's just if I see someone complain about something, and I was like, why are you sitting there on the internet all day? That's not a real place, right? There's a chance you're probably talking to a computer program that's ran some kind of corporate company or whatever. You know?
Yeah, it's I don't know. Probably we're talking to AI.
Mm-hmm. I just blocked them, and they just put some disrespect to my post or whatever.
Mm, yes. Actually, that's not only happening in the movie, the cinema videos, the what do they call them, cinema YouTubers, but also happens in the political uh, arena.
Mm,
Lots of people are just paid bots,
yep, exactly. And
and
the
I
thing is
agree.
too, and the thing is too, that's what I'm saying. Like, they may not even have anything against Zack Snyder. They're just getting
Yeah,
paid to do that type of
to
review.
to,
It's
to
just like,
just trash
yeah,
Snyder.
exactly. And that's yeah, exactly. Like, they may not even be bad people at all, which I'm not saying they are, but if you're someone that's secretly getting paid for you, hey, you're losing a subscriber.
Hmm. Yeah, and Sin
Unless
Havoc says they're
unless
sponsored and paid shields.
yep, exactly.
Yep,
Now,
exactly.
unless if the YouTuber I was watching came up front and said, "Hey, I'm sorry, everybody. I got paid for doing all this, and I want to, I'm a true fan. I don't want to keep up with this." It's like, okay, if you come out and tell the truth like that, hey, we're cool with that.
The, I don't know, man, because who would
Unless they're getting paid
admit
to lie again.
who will admit that they get paid, right?
I don't know.
That thing on Twitter recently that a person on RT posted the same review of the PG-13 cut of the director's cut.
I did not
Man,
see that.
I didn't see that.
Hey, W Mirror, what's your Twitter? Do you have Twitter?
It's what's W Mirror's Twitter? 90 what? It's he's in the chat actually in the GC somewhere.
Oh,
Uh,
is it?
wait,
Wait, is he in the chat with us?
I'm gonna check out his handle. Ayun there at 90s man 113. We've been engaging with him over at the Twitter, over at the chat rooms. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is you. Yeah, I know. I know who you are now.
Okay, this scene is so cool. Cora, as a young girl, is being shown a
That trap.
painting of Princess Isa.
Yeah, I talked about that last. I got so many questions about that
Hmm.
because, like, I think she might be some kind of supernatural being.
She's not the first Princess Isa, actually, right? It's uh, it's an old world myth,
Yep, possibly.
murals of the old world, according to Sin Havoc.
Hmm.
She's being trained by
She.
Belisarius
Yep.
to be that uh,
Killer. Yep.
evil.
Oh, yeah. Evil. Yeah.
Yeah,
Did he train? He trained Atticus Noble, didn't he?
I think so. He trained Atticus Noble in all his brutal ways, which
Yeah.
makes Belisarius more evil, more brutal
Yep.
than we are led to believe.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Isa
Atticus
must be a
Noble.
descendant of Reina from the initial podcast, right? Today is gonna be part two. It will be aired on Netflix, on Spotify. Sinabuk says, it ain't a myth. Whoa. And so, how's your cosplaying doing, my man? My friend, my son is a cosplayer, but
Oh, who's the cosplay as?
he plays that Japanese general in. Oh, wait, I'm gonna ask him. Brain, sino yung kino-cosplay mong Japanese? Anong game yun? Ah, someone from Sengoku Basara. Uh,
Is it an anime?
Matsumune Date. That's his latest cosplay
Oh,
costume.
okay.
He also have a previous costume that somehow was lost. Uh, Trinity Blood's Gunslinger,
I was
if you
actually glad
remember
you
that.
asked. Wait, hold on. Which one? I'm sorry about that. What'd you say?
Uh, the Gunslinger from Trinity Blood, the anime, in
Trinity
during the
Blood. Yeah, I know. I know what
yeah
you're talking about. That's a good one.
yeah. But his costume was somehow borrowed and never returned by his so-called friend.
Hmm.
Man, and he has another costume from Ragnarok, the animated series, when he was younger.
Hmm.
That mirror comes from an ancient tablet. Yeah.
You're talking. I'm actually very glad you asked me about the cosplay update because there is actually one cosplay I actually thought about. Um, that I'm planning to work on. I could probably get it done here in the next couple of days, actually. But
Hmm.
it may kind of look out of place, but I'm gonna try my best on it. Uh, I'll show. I'll make a post about it on Twitter whenever I can. But
Okay.
I'm gonna try. I'll tell you what it is because I don't think I've seen anyone dress up as this character yet.
Which character?
Hmm. I'll go ahead and say it. I'm going to try to make because I try to see if there was like a mask I can order, but I'm gonna try to make it through like other stuff through online.
Hmm.
I might go as Dark Side.
Wow. Whoa. That would be
I don't think
intense.
I don't think I've seen Josh Schreier or Skywalker cosplay as him yet. I know Sky's probably gonna like it.
No, no, I haven't seen any of them wear the dark side costume.
Mm.
There's a cosplay community down here in the Philippines for so long since my children, both my son and daughter, did their cosplay phase when they were in college or high school. Can't remember.
Mm. Mm.
It was a learning phase for them. It helped them to relate to people.
Mhm. Oh, time to eat my green beans.
Yeah. So we're in.
Golly. Open. Okay, thank goodness. So I went to Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's a I don't know if y'all have it in the Philippines, but
KFC. Yeah.
yep.
I just ate
Uh, mhm.
last. What day was that? Friday or Thursday?
I ordered a whole bowl of green beans. I just hope it don't leak on my desk.
Hmm. I find it funny when some people here in the Philippines doesn't know Kentucky Fried Chicken anymore, but they know KFC. It's
Oh,
weird.
oh,
Okay, my timestamp is 1 minute 23 minutes and 19 seconds. This is we're in the bar in
the bar.
yeah, the bar scene, the
Yeah,
giant
the one that has Josh Whedon in it.
Joss Whedon.
Did people just
And
start saying that because it looked like? Did it look like him, or just like?
I think they called him that because he was sexually targeting Gunnar.
Oh, there's Kai. You know, the handshake to this one dude.
Yeah, the Hawkshaw.
The Hawk Show. Yeah, I still got
Yes.
that book in the read. Not the novel, but the concept
And
book.
this
Art
is
book.
the species that will be very of uh, the one from the zombie maker,
You're
the
talking
one
about that.
from
You're talking about that alien mind controlling the dude.
yeah,
I believe. Yeah,
yeah.
I was thinking about that too. I believe that the zombies got some kind of connection with that alien.
So W. Mir says Providence is my favorite place. Second being Gondival. Yeah, look at how that guy touches Gunnar, hence being called Josh Whedon.
I won't lie. He kind of looks. He kind of does look like him. He's like bald.
I think it's one of those things not planned. It's a fan comment for that character, except Harmada, which Zack named after. You know, it's
Yeah.
it.
You're talking about Hermana. I've been
Har-
collecting the. I don't know if you know about this. I've been
mhm,
buying those like figure back clips, like the Rebel Moon
mhm.
ones, and they got like a
Okay.
Hermana one, and it's like really cool. I'll take a picture of it here in a minute. But they're
Yeah,
in here in this
we'll see
bag.
it in Twitter later. So I don't know why people say that Zach is woke or non-woke because I think watching his films, he's an equal opportunity director.
Excuses. That's what it is.
Yeah, we have Kai. Of course, General Titus.
Of course. Of course.
Yo, imagine if they recruited Harmon and the four-armed monster in the Pollux Coliseum.
Oh,
Oh, man.
I think she would tear up uh that freaking I don't know what is that dude called the forearms?
I don't. I
Oh, it's
consider
probably
him Goro from Mortal
yeah from
Kombat.
Mortal Kombat or Machamp from Pokemon.
Yeah, from Pokemon.
uh, 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 uh.
Man, What time is it there?
Oh, me? Oh, it's like almost 9 o'clock
Oh, yes. Here is almost 10 o'clock. So
in the morning.
in the morning.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I do my podcast in the morning. So uh, my target audience is doing their podcast in the equivalent nighttime.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really cool. I haven't seen your podcast yet. Would have been
Are you
cool,
talking on
but the
you
budget.
talking on the Lethal Geeks podcast?
No, your own podcast, the ones you are
Oh,
making
those.
for the
Right.
anime stuff
Are you talking on my YouTube channel or Twitter?
on your YouTube channel.
Oh, those. I've been. Oh, that. I hadn't done like watch alongs yet or podcasts, but I've been doing like one series called Saturday Afternoon Gaming, where I play certain games that involve with Netflix or involve with like anything Cyberverse related. I will play games like outside of that stuff, but recently I've been doing a bunch of engagement with Netflix, and the only time I don't play it or don't do another episode is if we got like something big Zack Snyder related coming out where I want everyone to like check out, the director's cuts. And then we also got Twilight of the Gods coming out, which I want everyone to see that series. So that's why I'm gonna start back my Saturday afternoon gaming series in October.
Uh,
Probably I want to say probably in the middle of October. I want to say around that
mhm.
time. So another thing is, speaking
Yeah,
of October, because we got Halloween coming up, I'm probably gonna hand
yeah.
out. I'm probably gonna hand out some candy to the kids, and I'm gonna
Mhm.
be up there dressed up as Jimmy out in the front porch handing out candy. Like, here you go.
That would be cool.
I wonder what they would think of my costume. Ew, I gotta do that.
Yeah, you have to do that. Wmir said would have been cool, but the budget would have to go up. He's still talking about the four-armed monster and
Oh yeah.
Armada.
Yep.
Yeah. So I started my YouTube channel for so long,
Well, yeah.
and
How long have you
I
had your YouTube channel?
2009, but I started doing podcasts or when Black Adam came out.
Oh,
Yeah.
I started my
I,
channel. I used to do live streams through the PS4 when I was in high school, but then I deleted them for personal reasons. And
mhm.
then uh, I started doing YouTube videos again, ever since Rebel Moon came out, because my goal for my channel, I'm trying to build it up to be a Rebel Moon based YouTube channel.
I see.
The reason why I
That's
hadn't focused a lot of it now is because, Rebel Moon's a whole new franchise.
yeah.
And
People
there's a lot of.
still doesn't know much about uh, Rebel Moon.
Now, I do plan to post some Rebel Moon videos whenever I can, but the reason why I hadn't done a whole lot of them is because, there's just a little bit to talk about, but at the same time, we've got more like stuff coming, Rebel Moon related content coming out like next year. And
Yes.
even a game. I don't know when the game will come out, but I will definitely be playing that game on my channel.
hmm That will be cool. Yes. And what else? Uh, man, slipping my mind. But when I started doing podcast stuff, I was just recording uh, some awesome videos. But I learned how to use YouTube, and my early my early podcasts were hit and miss because my equipment was wonky at best during that time. I never did learn to adjust the sound, the other stuff, but I just continued doing. Uh, I also have someone helping me. Uh, we're doing the series on AI in 20 last year, and somehow I concentrated on this stuff with first the Nation, and the next is the cool table adjacent people. Yeah, and we have the Great Schism over at the Shield Station channel. That's why now this scene is supposed to be in part two, the Scar
Yeah,
Giver.
they did some changes. Yeah,
They
there's some changes
changed
they
the
did.
yeah,
Was
right.
wait, was Ares, was he the one, did he ask, was he the one that asked how long it's been there in the
Yeah,
PG-13 cut?
I think so.
Okay, it seemed different to me. I was like, wait, did Cora say those lines? Because I can remember.
I can't remember, man. But
Yep.
okay, we have W. Mir. Rebel 3 is the quest to find Isa. But the real question is, how did she survive?
That is interesting. It
That's a good
that's
question.
what I was thinking about too. Like it was reminding me of, you know, the presence from DC.
Yeah, I know Azariel's boss.
Yeah. So the yeah,
It's technically God.
yeah, not like this isn't like he's not related to like the new gods. The
No, no.
presence is like the creator of all things in DC.
Yes. He
Like
he's the
he can appear,
boss of the
oh,
Eagle Host.
yeah, he can appear as like a cat. He can appear as an old man. He could appear as a walking soda can. He
Yeah.
could appear. He could be. I'm thinking of the stand users from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Like he could be a stand user. This can is a stand user. This car is a
Yeah.
stand user.
Yeah. That's the presence for you. I remember when Grant Morrison created the term the presence. It really stick in those JLA days in the 90s. Uh, Aquaman even mistakenly called Zariel as Qatar, which was
Oh, here's Jimmy, bro.
continuity a continuity error since you know
That's why I think Jimmy's
there's
Batman, bro. That's
Jimmy.
why Jimmy reminds me of Batman, bro. That's why I think because he's out here in the night with his cape on, just sneaking around, and then
Yeah,
just watching out for everybody.
he
This shot right here, bro. Hold up,
mm,
it will pop up here in a minute for anyone that hasn't seen. There's about to be a shot that I'm going to talk about. I think looks very cool. I'm actually going to make it my wallpaper on my PC whenever I can.
so Jimmy just cooked dinner or breakfast for the people. and he fixed Isa's ship.
I won't lie. I thought he literally just took a bone out of the meal. I thought it was just there. I didn't know he actually made it.
He actually made it. For
My
from my
bad.
observation, there. Yeah, that's cool. That scene, the eyes, the cape.
Yeah, that scene right there. That shot was amazing. Let me look.
W. Mir said, "Imagine Chris Terrio taking a pass of future Rebel Moon scripts. I can only imagine that would be dope."
I gotta see if I can find that shot on Twitter because I need to real quick. Oh.
Right. This is them recruiting Tarak, Tarak,
Eric.
which is an amalgam for Qatar. Man, I really like this spoiler stuff.
I have a
Makes you
question
think.
for you. You think that that creature? What's that creature called again?
A Bennu.
A Bennu. Yeah.
Yeah,
You think that's a baby, or do you think that's a full grown adult?
I think that's a full grown adult because there was a scene in chapter 2 in Tarak's planet
Yep.
where those sizes were the ones doing battle versus uh, those Bennu that big was fighting against the mother world Imperium military the Imperium, right?
Hmm.
Wmer said the snow elk his spirit cannot be tamed. Sin Havoc says Bennu, a type of griffin. Yeah, it does look like a griffin, only black. Right, right.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I
sorry
just
about
had
that.
breakfast. I just had breakfast too, and I need to eat because I'm taking medicines for my sugar level. Sin said she's almost fully grown. The Bennu.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just very curious about it because like I didn't know if they were actual like. I think I saw someone talk about how they're like babies. I wasn't really for sure or not.
This is, of course, Zack doing so much mythology and combine them for his movie. The
Yep,
griffin is from Greek mythology, right?
I believe so. Greeks.
Yeah.
It might be from Greek mythology and also heavy metal.
Yeah, it's heavy metal.
Yep.
There was a heavy metal movie. back back in the day. So the Ben the Benny scene was great in both cuts, according to W. Mir. And Sin Havoc says the Bennu is Babylonian in origin. Yeah, Babylonian. That's uh, that's so dope. Zack using lots of influences from the old world.
Let's let the shadows that bind us.
Man,
And the shackles that bind us.
Sin Havoc says Babylonian, Sumerian, Atlantean. These are the places where the source of the myths came from.
Interesting.
And also, notice the special effects of this scene, the whole movie actually. It's so clean, it's so crisp.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I've really, like Zack Snyder's visuals are just like, they're clean and fantastic. This even is it's just like it's like that Krypton scene in Man of Steel where you have all the creatures around flying around. You
Yes.
got Halakar and Haraka, I think. Haraka, yeah, where Jor-El flies around. And you got that dope score playing in the background. They're flying down like do, 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 do.
Yeah. Man of Steel was so dope. Uh, I
Man of
watched it
Man of
in
Steel was actually, I believe it was actually the first comic book film I saw in the theater.
yes, I watched Man of Steel eh, during a last full show way back in
Yeah,
2013. And
yeah, I was still a kid around that time.
okay, Lucky but says W Mir. That's
W, yeah. Let me tell. Actually, I don't know if y'all know, but I think you might know about this car. So when I saw Man of Steel in the theater, when I was about to be 13 around the time, but so I think it was right after when Superman snaps General Zod's neck, neither he
okay.
screams or whatever. I had to rush to the bathroom because I had to go pee so bad, but I wanted to hold it because I was just loving that movie. I rushed to the bathroom, come back, and it played the Man of Steel credits. I was like, no.
Yeah. A lot of people still doesn't understand why Superman had to break Zod's neck. And
Bro, people were just not ready. They were too busy with Marvel, and that basically was it.
yeah, that's it. They basically are
Just a bunch of trolls. I was like, yo, this movie I think is gonna be good, and I went to it just loving it now. That's why, you know, I'm a Superman fan basically.
yeah, yes. It would have been cool if Zack could have made some other DC characters to join up his Justice League, right?
Yep. Yeah. Absolutely.
So this is Dark Side.
Yep. Drunk
I
dark
fir-
side.
I saw him in that series from CW. Uh, what?
Smallville.
No, the other one, the one with the black girl. No, Naomi. Was it Naomi? One of Bendis, uh,
Wait,
Michael.
hold on.
Uh,
Ray Porter was in this one? Or are you talking about like Darkseid the character?
no, Ray Porter was in that one. Not
Oh, okay.
not as his dark side character, but he was there, and he was also a villain.
Yeah.
They did Ray Porter as the villain in Naomi. This was during those days, and I think it sucked, and we only had 2 seasons of that show.
The only DC series that I'll be honest, I'm more of a DC fan than Marvel.
Hmm.
I've barely watched any of like the CW DC shows. The only it's not a CW series, but the only one I did watch Titans seasons 1 and 2. I didn't watch season
Titans,
3.
yes,
And I watched a
yeah,
little bit
I
of Doom
watched them.
Patrol and that was it.
Some I haven't finished the Doom Patrol. It when they
Was it
did the break, the season break for the last season, uh, kind of got tired of watching it
mm,
back then.
yeah,
I like I like Titans. It's although it's not perfect, but
yeah.
it's good than what people admit or not. Then there's Smallville during 2000.
Yeah, I know about that show, but I hadn't seen it either, but I know about Darkseid in that series. Is he like a cloud?
He's a cloud actually, and he's played by the one who played Lionel Luthor, John Glover.
Oh.
He was possessed by Darkseid, which is kind of let down. You know,
And
they
then
did
Zack
have
Snyder brought us the Dark Side, the live action Dark Side.
people were unprepared to see the live version of Darkseid.
Yeah, they were too
That's
busy with
why,
they were too busy with the MCU. Or
yeah,
I wouldn't really say that. I think it was just like you did have like people not ready for that kind of stuff, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't have to do. You have fans that care about these characters. You
yeah,
shouldn't have to worry about mainstream media what they say about Cloud Glover.
Cloud Glover.
That's literally what Dark's. That's what I think Darkseid might have been, but I'm not gonna say too much because I hadn't
They
seen the show.
see Darkseid as a cloud, which is weird, man. Zack Snyder gave us the Dark Side.
Yep. Ready Armada. We'll use the old ways.
We'll use the old ways. Yeah. Although I
So,
hated the Justice League version, the 2017
uh-huh.
movie. It was what's the term for that? It was disengaging.
Yep.
It's a bit cloud. It's a bit. not clear, especially the parts of Stephen Wolf. Dark Side was cut off. Man,
Yep.
what was DC thinking back then?
Trying to catch up to
They
Marvel.
wanted to grip Zack Snyder
Yep. And
almost immediately.
now they probably even, can't pay for their bills at that company. Like, bro, Josh, he sent out that one post where it's like him pointing at the WBD tower. I said, "Yo, there." He said, "I was like, yo, there's no water in that. They can't afford to pay for their water bills now. They're broke."
The WB Tower. That's where the Animaniacs live, and we
Well,
all know.
they moved out. They got bought out.
Yeah, they got. I think WB will go bankrupt. They have to, much like what Marvel did in the 90s. Justice is thumbs down. I agree with Sin Havoc.
Sadly, I saw that in the theater.
I saw that in the trailer, and I was disappointed.
Yep. Then we
And we
had
had
Zia
no
Shield.
choice.
And we had
We
Zia
have no
Shield.
choice.
Yeah, we had no
Uh,
choice but the trend.
yeah, we have no choice back then. But when ZSJL was aired, the Snyder cut.
We got stronger.
Yeah,
And then they pulled the rug under us because they were trying to use. If I'm correct about this, I could be wrong about this, but the reason that they got the Snyder Cut to release was because HBO Max's numbers were doing so bad that they were needing something to drive up those numbers. So what happened? They used Snyder fans as a way to get those numbers up, and then they pulled the rug under us.
actually, it's AT&T's plan to let us see the Snyder cut. That's Warner showing that.
Well, it was Warner Media, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I could have been. Yeah, you're probably right about that because I didn't even really know. I wasn't a part of the movement around that time because, like I said, I didn't know about it. So I'm more of like I was I was in the general audience side until I became a full on Snyder fan. Or before that was like before I was into like directors, but ever since I was introduced to Zack Snyder's Justice League, that was that was a point right there for me. Was like you know I was like, yo, this guy, I gotta see what this guy has made. And I saw that he made Man of Steel BVS. I was like, and then 300, I was like, yo, I know these movies. These movies are dope. So that's
Yeah.
why I went into watching. I even watched Army of the Dead, I think, when that came out.
Mhm. I was expecting Army of the Dead to do good.
And it did.
Yeah, it
It's
did.
now the fifth, if I'm correct on this, it's in the top 15 most watched Netflix original movies.
Yeah. Yes, it is. And thank Zack. I'm thankful that Zack made that movie with Dave Bautista. I know the loneliness of that part, but you can't hurt that child. I won't let you. It's fun to watch those Zack Snyder films. I watch Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead inside the bus. I was traveling in a field trip with my office mates back then,
Mm-hmm.
and W Mir says, I gotta go. Have a great rest. Have a great time the rest of the stream. Yes, Mir, W Mir. See you again, and thank you for joining us in the
Yeah, see
chat.
you later, man. See you, W
See you
Mirror.
later. Yep. Army of the Dead. Then there's Watchmen. That
Yeah, Watchmen's a fantastic,
I,
fantastic
I
movie.
watched three versions of that film.
Wait, so
The
there's three versions of Watch. Wait,
yeah,
there's there's a
the
director's.
regular version, the director's cut, and there's the ultimate cut with the animated scenes of the Black Pearl, black, the ship, the pirate ship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's quite longer than the director's cut.
When did they release the Ultimate Cut?
Uh, I think a few years after they released the director's cut.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember. Uh, then there's I watched the Owls of Gahul
Oh
later.
yeah, that's a good movie.
That's just a fun movie,
I
actually.
love that movie.
Although that was a flop according to people.
Oh no, it was a flop.
You notice that the spiderlings, Harmada's
Yep.
spreading on the floor.
Wow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That one
Man, this
that one that looked at the on the camera like frowning down. I thought that was adorable.
yeah. We have the Harmada children on part chapter 1. In chapter 2 we have the space mice, the space rats.
Mm-hmm.
It was an awesome addition to all those scenes. It's Zack is very cool in doing those additional stuff. It's like when George Lucas added some some stuff in all his Star Wars films. Okay.
You know, all the spiders crawling around all over the place.
Yes, and another movie that's has multiple versions is Blade Runner. Yeah, it has multiple versions.
Yep. And
Daredevil.
Justice League's about to probably get another version, possibly.
Yeah,
The
possibly.
Emerald Cut.
Yes, that's what I'm waiting for. If ever they do the Emerald Cut, it's like the Rogue Cut in X-Men Days of Future Past. Did you watch that?
Hold on. What were we saying? Sorry about that. Sorry about that guitar. What were we saying?
It's like Days of Future Past, the Rogue Cut, where they added the Rogue scene in the movie.
Yeah,
They
actually
added
got
Rogue.
I got that on Blu-ray recently at a game exchange.
Hmm.
I want to check that out when I can.
Yeah. I also watched the director's cut of Ben Affleck's Daredevil.
Oh, nice.
That's a different edit, so the movie made sense than the theatrical version, in my opinion. They took out the sex scene between Daredevil and Elektra,
No.
which was what?
Choo-chee. I've been
So
sitting
the
here watching the movie. Like I still need to get through my green beans. I might have to put them in the refrigerator here in
you
a
have to
minute.
finish your green bean, man.
Hmm.
You're free, man.
You're free.
Whew. He's still alive, actually. He's just paralyzed, and his brain is gonna be dissected while he's alive. That's how evil uh, Admiral Noble is.
Yep.
Sin Havoc
Even with
says
this,
Daredevil director's cut was way better. Yeah, I agree.
even with like the scribes, bro. Like when they for anyone that's in here, where I could probably talk about this, but where the scribes, they whenever Noble kills someone or whoever dies, like they grab their teeth or one of their tooth
Yeah,
and put it on the
it's
box, and then they have that enchantment. It's like Dolum Dolum Uchi Ocha Big Aujulole Do
yeah, it's an
Do.
offering of some sort.
Yep.
Death's sweet release. Noble is evil, according to Sin Havoc. But Noble is chasing the brutality of Belisarius, murals, ancient rituals. So the Tooth Fairy angle is a ritual.
Ooh. Okay.
Timestamp is 2 hours and 5 minutes, 7 seconds. Wow. Princess Isa's. You know, I have this theory that Korra is somehow Princess Isa re- reincarnated. I think I can still
Wait.
push
Wait.
for
Hold on.
that
What was
narrative.
what was you saying about? What you're saying that Korra reincarnated Princess Issa, or
Yeah, I think she was. She is a princess, right? Korra is still a princess that the mother world conquered her world, and Belisarius uh, adopted her.
yep.
But my theory is that somehow she will be somewhen a reincarnation of the Princess Isa, because
Oh,
she's that you notice the painting on
yes.
the mother world where she's battling those giants, those that's what Korra is about to do.
Hmm. That is an
Hmm.
interesting theory.
Yeah, that's a theory.
That's a good one, actually. I might. Thank you for telling me about that.
Yeah, it's just a
You
theory,
should
man.
tell. You should tell. That's something you should probably talk about to the others. That's a good theory.
Yeah, we should. Uh, we have a bunch of GCs, which is
I think if
fun.
Batman does like a breakdown video, I'll be glad to talk about it.
Yeah, we'll have to join Bad Dad in his stream. So Isa, you know, Isa is the name of is what the Muslims call Jesus Christ in their religion. His name is Isa, the Redeemer.
Hmm.
That's the king really loves Korah or Archelaus. I don't think the king was benevolent during his reign until the princess Isa was born. I think that's when he became kind-hearted. He is, of course, a conqueror.
Yeah, I believe so as well.
Man, watching this film is so real. I realized that uh, Zack Snyder understood his universe very well.
Absolutely. When it comes to him breaking down these characters and giving them all the even building it out as well, because you know this is what I'm kind of disappointed about. Well, actually, why I find really upsetting. Hold up, before I talk about that, I'm gonna put up my green beans. I'm gonna take some bites of it. Then I'm gonna go put it back in the refrigerator.
The green beans.
Yep. Yep. I also gotta throw away some of this trash. I want mice getting in here. I will be right back.
Realistic, so I think when I'm competitive, I'm gonna have
Man, this
competitive.
is
I
not
know. So
not helping. I opened my Netflix in another. Okay, I just check uh, on where Rebel Moon is on the charts of Netflix. I can't believe that they made a wheat field, a real wheat field in this scene. Zack is really into details. Now we're in Pollux. This is this I notice now that the Amazon lady is posing her muscles. Also, the half body is being dragged. This was not in the PG-13 cut. This is so bloody. They mistaken some gladiator to be General Titus. He doesn't fight anymore. You know, I noticed some scenes that I didn't notice during the PG-13, my PG-13 watch, which is man, Jimon Hanzu plays a beat up gladiator. Is being scrubbed. The first time I saw Jimon Hanzo was in the Deep Rising. He was younger back then. He played one of those mercenaries that's robbing the luxury liner. Are you not General Titus, defender of the innocent? Obviously, Zack Snyder is inspired by Joseph Campbell's book.
I have returned.
Yeah, You have returned, my friend. My friend. So you,
What's up?
it's Cora convincing General Titus to join up with with them. So we're in the part when
Oh yeah, this is where they're about to
they
deal with the Black Axes.
they met King Leviticus, and I feel that the background scene is a bit different from the PG-13 version.
It I can't remember. I'm probably just be sticking to the director's cuts for now.
Yeah, it's it's very, the edit is better. That's even the background. Even I watched the PG-13 version before I started watching the the rated R versions, and to tell you the truth, it has so many small differences that you won't notice it until you really observe some
Yep.
of the things. That's why Zack Snyder is the goat.
Yep.
So, other than Zack Snyder's movies, what else do you watch? Curly Ray.
Well, I also watch Christopher Nolan. He is my
Yes.
second favorite director below Zack Snyder because Zack Snyder is my favorite.
Hmm.
And there's another director I do watch. I hadn't seen all of his movies yet, but I'm been trying to see his other ones. I don't know if you watch the guy who did Rogue One
Rogue One. I
because
can't remember. Wait,
he
let me
did
check.
The Creator.
Rogue One was directed by Garrett Edwards.
Gary Edwards. Yes, he he also did a movie called The Creator that came out about
Ah,
a year
yes,
ago
last year.
about AI, wherever yo
The AI war.
those robots look so. I don't know if that was CGI he did, but they look so real. Like it looked like something off of a Christopher Nolan film. And even Nolan did because he did Interstellar, and you had that walking wardrobe looking robot. I accidentally forgot what it was called, but you had the robot
I have
wandering
to
around.
rewatch Interstellar.
Yeah, that I love that film, bro.
I haven't watched it in a long time,
Yeah, it's been quite
but
a
it
while
was
since I've seen it.
one of those dope movies that Christopher Nolan did. I like his movie with Batman and Wolverine, The Prestige. That
Oh, The Prestige. I actually have
Yeah,
not seen that one. There's 3 other movies I hadn't seen from Nolan. It's The Prestige, and there's 2 other ones.
Tenet. I like Tenet.
I've seen Tenet. I've seen
Mhm.
Tenet. The films I've seen that have been done by Nolan, I've seen all the Dark Knight films. I've seen Inception, Interstellar, Dunrick, which was really short, but it was a great movie too.
Mhm.
Tenet, and Oppenheimer. I wonder what he's going to do next after Oppenheimer.
Yeah. Oppenheimer was good, but I haven't watched it yet. One of
Oh,
those
you
movies.
you hadn't seen Oppenheimer?
No, that's one of the movies I plan to watch for. I've been
Oh,
planning to watch it for a very long time.
yo,
It keeps being replaced by stuff like Dune 2, Bad Boys, Ride
bad,
or
bad
Die.
boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna? I'll be honest. I, there's a I've seen a lot of movies, but yeah, there's a lot of movies I hadn't seen. I
Yeah,
hadn't
me
seen
too.
Bad Boys,
You haven't
sadly.
seen Bad Boys? Yeah,
Nope.
it's enjoyable. That movie's actually I watched the first Top Gun only last year. Haven't watched it at all, but only when Top Gun Maverick was shown. I have to do due diligence and watch the OG Top Gun movie. Can you
I have the
believe that?
original Top Gun on Blu-ray.
Yeah. I mean, I got rid of my DVD collections. I have no more
Uh,
space at home, man.
I s-
So
yeah, I still got some of mine. I just find a way to make room, and if I don't have room, I just go to another place and then make more room.
mhm,
Uh,
that's cool.
my room's kind of messy right now because I got a shelf coming in. Um, I think it's gonna come in Wednesday or Monday, but it's a
So
bookshelf I ordered, and it's very similar to Costello's Ways shelf because I remember it's like I really like how it's. I'm not doing it because it looks cool, but because of how
mhm.
organized it is, where you don't have to buy these brick shelves that take up so much space. It's just like, okay, you can put it here, 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 where it's not in the way of everything. I was like, I need that because I have a bunch of comics, a bunch of manga, and more comics that I need to put them somewhere.
I have big boxes for my comics, and it's sealed now. It My comic collection was some of it was flooded because
Mm,
we have a tropical kind of weather here. It's either dry or wet seasons,
yeah.
and during one of those storms, monsoon, my comic collection got drenched, and I have to painstakingly fix the wet ones, dry them off one by one, take off the flood. Then this was before I stored them in boxes that seems to be waterproof.
Yeah,
It's
I've
weird.
there's actually did you hear about Game Informer is shutting down? You know the Game Informer magazines?
Hmm.
I have a whole I actually didn't show this to y'all. I got like a full basket of those in my room and these are Game Informer magazines some of them I've had since I was in high school. But I used to GameStop there because there used to be a GameStop in my town, but
Hmm.
it shut down during the pandemic,
A
and
lot of a
now
lot
it's
of
a
shops shut down
yeah.
during.
There was like a bunch of stores that like got affected by the pandemic, but we had a GameStop here where I'm at. It closed
Mhm.
down, and then it closed down because of the pandemic, and then literally After that, they turned it into a vape shop.
No, bake shop.
They literally turned it into a vape shop. I'm like, bro, they just did not do that. I was like, yo, they should have changed that into a game exchange, but they made it into a vape shop. And the game exchange, the closest game exchange that I go to is an hour away. 1 hour away.
Oh, that's that's far,
Yep.
man.
Sadly.
And you guys don't have traffic jams, right?
Where I'm at, because I'm not around LA or California or New York and all that. I'm not like in the country, and our
Yeah.
traffic is not bad
We
unless if
both are.
know.
We both are from the country.
Yeah, but I'm from the hood, and it's you know I'm trying to. Well, no, I wouldn't say it. Our town's a bit small, but yeah, there's not a lot. There's not a lot of traffic unless if unless if there is, and then I just turn right and then go make a left turn and then go make another right because the traffic I just can't be there all day. Like in my town, if you want to at least turn left somewhere on a highway, you literally have to wake up at like Sunday. Like you have to wake up on a Sunday at 6 in the morning
Hmm.
to literally just you know beat the traffic through there. That's
Yeah,
how it is.
yeah,
I don't know. I've never really experienced like traffic in California, but from what I've heard, a lot of my friends are saying like, "Yo, it's like it's like terrible. He's probably stuck there all day." But that's something I would also have to ask Skywalker because I mean he's from LA.
yeah. It's a good thing that I'm living in where I live, because I remember going to work in south of Manila. It's man, 2 hours, 2 hours and a half to go to the office, man. Every day, 6 days a week. That was that was my life back then.
Hmm.
Now we have this the place where I live in now is my mom's old hometown. It was a farming town back then, until about when people decided to live here from other places. Now it's a freaking city, and I feel like I haven't moved from Manila at all. Yeah, it's so traffic. The only thing missing here is practically comic shops. We don't have comic shops even back then. I
You're
have to
talking about
go
a comic book
to,
shop.
yeah, comic
There
book
is
shops.
there is actually a comic book shop like kind of like right next to where I live at. Like
Now,
I could just get up and walk to it.
uh,
Like
yeah,
if I wanted to go pick up a comic, I wouldn't go order online. I was like, yo, I'm gonna go walk to I'm gonna go walk to this comic book shop. I'm gonna order me. So I'm gonna give me a comic book. It's crazy. I'm thinking when I go there next time, I'm going to I'm gonna try to order. I'm gonna see if she can have uh some of the Rebel Moon comics shipped to the store
yeah,
because mine I'm trying to get all the covers for the other issues because I got all the covers for issue 1 of House of the Black Axe,
hmm,
and then I'm gonna get the others uh for the other issues. They don't have as much as because issue 1 has the most covers. It's got like 9 of them, but I think the other's got like 4 or 5. So I'm gonna
So
try to get those other ones.
who made the Rebel Moon House of Blood Axe comics?
Like
Was it
who wrote them?
Dark Horse or no?
Uh, I'm not sure if it was. It might. I don't think it was Dark Horse. Let me see. It was. I could pull out the comic real quick. Yeah, my room has got soft floors, so it's not like. Let me pull them out real quick. No, it's Titan Comics.
Titan Comics.
I
Titan
heard they did.
Books.
I
Yeah.
heard they did some Power Rangers comics.
Titan Books sort of reprints some of those story arcs. I think I have a Batman trade paperback from Titan Books somewhere on my shelf.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, Admiral Noble considers the Blood Axis as plain simple insurgents, right? Just insurgents.
Yep.
And uh, the Dreadnought is a planet destroyer.
Is it actually destroying the planet though? I mean, I get it shooting at it. I don't know if it's like actually like killing off the planet, unless if well, not saying it's blowing it up like the Death Star, but it's just like destroying basically kind of everything and just leaving
They
everything
they
abandoned.
destroy the civilization
Yeah, the
on
civilizations. Yeah.
the planet they conquer, which is multiple shooting of right. The additional scenes with Jimmy is so welcomed, and we get uh, to his character.
You know, it makes me very happy every time I see Jimmy. Like he's probably, I think, my favorite character in the Rebel Moon universe so far.
Yeah, the symbols on his
Like,
chest are
yeah,
so
I want to talk
vivid.
about that. I
Yeah.
don't know if you know about this or not, but the chest piece, if you kind of pay attention to it,
Mhm.
the Chalice of Blood and the Curse of Forgiveness is on Jimmy's chest.
Yeah, there it is on his chest.
You got the dragon.
The dragon and the wolf.
Yep, exactly.
It's yeah, and I wonder what the other Jimmys will look like. I mean like
Have you
Bartholomew.
have you listened to the Cinescale yet?
I listened to part one last week, and after we finish this podcast, I'll be listening to part two. It's
No,
gonna
I'm
be up.
talking about the Cinescale, the podcast, like the Rebel Moon podcast with the creations of the Jimmys.
Oh no, I haven't seen it. I watched the making of Rebel Moon on Netflix.
No, there's
The
like a there's like a podcast you can listen to on Spotify or whatever, and
hmm
it's like creation. It's a podcast about the creations of the Jimmys. It's
okay.
set 500 years before the
The
Earth
first the
was
first
set.
one. There's part one, which the Senescials, and the pre the ones that you're talking about. I have to listen to it for also. I have to schedule it. Haven't listened to all of it, but today I'll be listening to part two of the Senescials.
All right. Mm-hmm.
It's on Spotify, so
Wait, the part
it's
two?
free.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Did they?
Kai is
Yeah, episode one's out now. I thought. Yeah, is episode two coming out tomorrow?
yes, it's
Ooh.
on the 5th, so it be aired later today on my part, and somehow maybe later also in the US, or once we get in sync with
Mhm.
Spotify. Like, I watch the whole Rebel Moon at 3 p.m.
Mhm.
here in the Philippines, and that's 3 a.m. Eastern last
Also,
Friday.
you are lucky, Guitar. You get to watch this stuff earlier than us because this
You're
stuff comes
sleeping.
out. Yeah, this stuff comes out in the middle of the night, and then I have work and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's see.
but I'm really not spoiling stuff anymore.
Yeah.
It's the wrath of the spoiler.
Yep. Oh, there we go.
Although when we listen to all those uh, stuff we from scoopers, I consider it being spoiled already. I mean, I've been following Mikey Sutton and Shill for almost 2 years now.
Yeah, I even talked to that dude Shill. Well, until I found out who he really is, I just stepped
I
away.
try to stay away from him and his podcasts,
Yeah,
and I'm a bit happy with what we have with
I am
the Cold
too, man.
Sable.
Mhm.
We are all we are
Fam
not scoopers after all.
Yep. We're all family.
We're family. Kai, the traitor. So the character Gunnar played in Game of Thrones is the same character that Admiral Noble played. He was recasted way back
Really?
when. Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know he played in Game of Thrones.
he played in Game of Thrones. Both of them did. They played the same character.
Interesting.
Uh, yeah. Uh, Daenerys's love interest back then. I've been watching some old stuff that me and Sin have has been talking about, and the uniform that Admiral Noble wears is so similar to the German SS uniforms. It's the origin has some
Yeah, that's why I was thinking about that about Noble, like the outfits, how it's meant
It was
how
meant to
it's
be,
from Germans.
yeah, from the Germans and all those who follow the that part of the world, the Axis from Japan and some other places.
Yep.
Commander Bloodaxe. This is the first time I saw Ray Fisher play a different role from his cyborg character way back
Wait, Ray Fisher played Cyborg before he played in Justice League?
before Bloodaxe. S- Ray
Oh yeah.
Ray
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Ray Fisher is
Okay.
cyborg
Yeah. Yeah.
in Justice
I
League.
know. Yeah, I know Ray. No, I know Ray Fisher's Cyborg. I thought you were talking about something else. That's my bad.
Yeah.
No,
Then
I've
there's
always known. Yeah, Ray Fisher. I've always known Ray Fisher's played Cyborg. I'm not broken, and I'm not alone.
yeah. So Gunner is doing all this stuff out of love. Nemesis is a Korean actress. She wears a Korean uh, uniform based on a Korean uniform. Her dress, and she's like the WOA, the counterpart of what those knights in the Korean ancient Korean armies. The fires of the Forge of Bjol. I like Zack's sense of details, and somehow no one is talking about Ganipu's DCU. Nobody is talking about Ganipu.
It is non-existent.
Yes, that's scary, scary but not surprising.
Yep.
Warner Brothers is gonna lose more money.
Exactly. His good. His bell goody poo, but that's what happens.
That's what happens. The mixture of science and magic alchemy for the mother world is so not yet explored that much. So what happened? And what happened to maybe so? Thank you for joining me. He's back.
Yeah. Sorry
What
about that.
happened?
I may have accidentally pressed Alt F4 on Google and it closed out the entire thing. So sorry about that, guitar.
It's okay, man. It's okay. I thought you were leaving or what. Man, what time do you sleep, dude?
Uh, I usually sleep by this time. but
Mm,
I kind of just wanted to. I've been just wanting to like sit down and watch this for a bit because there's just so much stuff I want to kind of break down and just look at through because even with you, man, because because it really seems that you've also been studying these type of films as well, even Rebel Moon. I just think even watching this scene where Gunner completely stabs Kai in the throat with that uh whatever that gun is, and this
paralyzing gun.
paralyzing paralyzing gun, yeah. But just like what I'm trying to say is like, it seems like you're also want to kind of look and break down these films as well, which is also something I've been wanting to do in terms of what I try to build up my channel. Because that's what
Yeah,
my goal is for this channel to eventually become a Rebel Moon based channel. Because the Rebel Moon fan base is going to get, I feel like it's going to get huge in the next few years, and they're going to want to find people to watch, and they're going to want to find me.
yeah,
Because I was thinking about that too, because we got like a Nemesis spinoff comic coming out, and you just had one of the grunts talking to uh Nemesis about the blades, talk about like where did you get this, like stuff like that, like lore like that. That's what Zack Snyder's building up to. That's what I love about this movie.
that's why I love Zach's world building, universe building ideas. Right?
Yep,
It's it's fresh. It's
it's
brand
fresh and
new.
new. It's
Yeah.
not, it's not he's not like pushing any agendas or nothing. It's just him. He's behind the
No
paywall.
agendas, but he uses actors, actresses with you know those kinds of preferences, but
Yep,
they don't really show them in the story, which is
exactly.
cool.
Like it's like okay, you can have certain beliefs. I don't care what your beliefs are. Just don't have it interfering with the story that you're trying to tell.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. It shouldn't be a hindrance for a good story. It's making a narrative better than just following an agenda.
Yep.
Man, s- so
Oh,
Milk
We got
is
Darian. We got Darian walking up that crane. Oh, he
yeah.
sees those guns. Oh, he's he gonna run? Is he gonna make it? Will
He
he
did
jump
make
off
it.
to the goal? No, I'm just making a joke.
Yeah, you're doing sort of like a football announcement.
I think I was listening to I think I heard this in the making of Rebel Moon. Like Ray Fisher literally jumped off when they were working on that scene. He actually like jumped it off and also actually almost fell off the set.
Whoa.
That's what I heard. I don't remember. I don't know if it's like completely real, but I'll have to go back and watch something about it.
Ray Fisher is a good actor, and
Oh yeah, absolutely. And so that's what I'm saying. Like Zach, he was talking about how like he was really like no one really knew about him until Zack Snyder gave him like the performance of Cyborg.
yeah,
Then
that's the
WB did
point.
so much to him. They treated Ray Fisher so bad, and then
They
like
treated Ray as a second class actor, second class citizen. That's how Josh Whedon treated him,
Yeah.
and the producers were part of the those nasty treatments.
Yep.
This is why Zack is beloved by his actors.
You know, and that's the thing here. Like, if I were to work with a movie director, I would work with
Mhm.
Zack Snyder. Not because I love his films, but from what
Excuse
about every single person that has worked with him, he seems like a very nice person. He seems really cool. He ain't gonna like throw you down under the bus or nothing. Like he seems like a generally nice person
person. Yeah,
with honesty and respect.
I think only Gunny Poo holds a grudge against him.
Oh yeah, he does. I fully believe he does.
It's weird. I mean, like that's not how a professional would act, right?
Yeah. It's sad to see that like, James Gunn just I don't really want to talk about him a lot, especially on this stream since you're watching
Yeah,
Rebel Moon, but I just think he's disrespectful in certain aspects, but I'm not gonna really get into them on this stream because we got Rebel Moon, we got awesome scene, we got Core
yeah.
fighting, and I guess Noble.
Noble is really brutal.
Even in these cuts, he's a monster.
Yeah, he's a monster.
Like in the beginning you know where you got the scribes and you got him beating down, Eris's dad, and then
Yeah.
the other. What was the other dude's name from the village? I forgot his name.
Sindri.
Sindri, yes, Sindri. Like how he breaks him down, and then you got the scribes, picking up their offering, as for the teeth or whatever. And those scenes right there felt like something from a horror movie. Like to me, it literally felt like something from a horror movie. That's the kind of
Mm.
vibes it gave me.
Look
But
at the bone. That's those are bones out of Noble's arm.
I don't know if you probably noticed either, but his staff, Noble's staff, is like a piece of staff right there. That's a
Yeah.
bone from a creature.
Yes. Metally. I think it's laced in metal somewhat.
Yo, I'm wondering what those creatures are gonna look like in live action. Because if you've in the House of the Blood Axe comic, you got that. I'm not really getting
Ooh.
the. For anyone that hasn't read it, I won't get into any spoilers on. You see some, and you're just thinking like, whoa, what are they gonna do with that in live action? You know?
Yeah. This is the part where I always question the PG-13 version. Those teeth really fell off.
Yep.
And in the PG-13 version, he still has it. Ah, man, that's Netflix fault. But I do truly love Netflix for giving Zack Snyder
Yeah,
this
that's the thing about
avenue
Netflix.
to play his movies
Yep.
and
And
to
I like
show.
appreciate it's like I was saying, I very appreciate that that Netflix is letting Zack Snyder
Yeah,
share his true vision on the platform.
yeah. Man, so timestamp is 2 hours and 57 minutes, 54 seconds. We still have an okay. Sin Havoc. It's a beautiful mosaic. Yeah, it's true. During this time, General Titus is still drinking wine.
I thought he was drinking water.
He drank water when he was training the villagers.
Oh, okay.
The influence of Akira Kurosawa. So it's so obvious in these two movies. It's better than George Lucas's Star Wars somehow. I'm sorry if I had to say that,
Are you
but
talking? You think this is better than George Lucas's Star Wars?
I think it's Star Wars if they haven't messed with the story so much. I mean, episodes 4 to 6, episodes 4 and episode 5. That's New Hope and
In The Empire Strikes Back, and then
Empire
after that,
Strikes
you
Back
got
were all dope, man. But after that, they went uh
they
kid
did Return
friendly.
of the Jet. They did Return of the
Return,
Jedi.
yeah, with the Ewoks and stuff.
Yeah,
Originally,
yeah, was this supposed to be called Revenge of the Jedi?
Revenge of the Jedi. No, Return of the Jedi is
Did they like
the
rename it
the
from Revenge of the Jedi to Return? Because I think that's what they did. I'm not very sure.
they the first the prequel series named the third part as Revenge of the Sith. That's where the revenge part came from, and
Yeah,
it's Return of the Jedi because technically Luke Skywalker was returning as the Jedi. Apologies to Star Wars, we ran out of time. What the hell, Sin?
oh yeah, they retitled it. Oh yeah, I just looked it up. So the original title for Return of the Jedi was supposed to be Revenge of the Jedi, and the poster was shown in 1982. I think they, I
Mhm.
think what you were talking about how they were making it kid friendly. I think
Yeah,
they
they
may
made it
have.
kid friendly.
Yep.
Revenge of the Jedi would have been cool, right? If it was Revenge of the Jedi. And originally, those Ewoks are flesh. They were gonna cook Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Princess Leia.
Yep.
Hey, that's good, Ben. I have a Revenge of the Jedi jacket. Whoa. Sin Havoc.
Ooh.
That's something to see.
Yeah, well, yeah. You should show it to us, man.
Yeah, you should show us in the chat if you or in the GC if you have time. This is purely Akira Kurosawa's Seven Samurais. The Hawkshaw, the additional scenes with the Hawkshaw is so makes more sense now. Maybe down the road sometime. Yeah, we're waiting for it, Sin. Someday. The Kali, they're overusing the abilities of the Kali, especially when they tap into
They
warp
tap into their
drives.
powers to use it
Yeah,
for like fast travel.
and we see the Milky Way as the tears flow from the Kali's eyes.
And this is what they're also using to, to do like multiverse travel to connect with Army of the Dead and Twilight of the Gods.
Yes, Twilight of the Gods. And the Andromeda Galaxy, Anunnaki. We should do an Asian, ancient alien discussion someday. Sin. The nearest galaxy we have is what in the Milky Way? It's is it the Andromeda or the Sirius galaxy?
Mm,
Another sci-fi story that I want to have a live movie version is Jim Starlin's Dread Star.
mm, that
Will
seems
get
interesting.
canceled immediately. We're in the Milky Way. Yep. The scribes are both for religious, doing religious stuff and medical
Medical
stuff.
attentions.
Yes. You notice that the teeth are gone, which how it was supposed to be. Is the admiral a cyborg? Probably.
Yeah, I think he might be some kind of. There's a chance I do think he might be some kind of android, if you know what I
Andromeda
mean.
Galaxy is our closest neighboring galaxy. Thanks, Sim. Yeah, he's an android, s- uh, android cyborg. The scribes remind me of the Shitu from Sin Havoc. So let's sure Shitu. This is weird. I typed in Shih Tzu and all I get is Shih Tzu. Hey Sin, is it the Shazu or Shih Tzu? Anyway, Sin is a very good source of stuff, and I'm glad he's on our side.
Yeah, absolutely.
The version we have as of Belisarius and Admiral Noble talking in the astral
This
plane,
this seemed a bit
meaning
long. This scene, I think, seemed a bit longer as well than the one in the PG-13 cut.
yes, this is definitely longer, and it makes you think that Belisarius is not that uh, simple general, but a horribly evil general.
Yeah,
He's he wanted everything.
there's something I want to talk about, but it's something for part two, so I can't really. I ain't gonna really say anything.
Yeah, we'll do that on. Actually, I plan my part two this coming Wednesday morning here. That's Tuesday night, EST, and we'll see if I can. Are you'll be my guest again if you like.
Yeah, I might. Well, you talking about Wednesday? You're talking about Wednesday night, or you're?
No, it's Wednesday morning here, Tuesday night on your part. I don't
Oh,
want
okay, yeah.
to. I don't
I
want to
should be.
be.
Oh yeah, what were you saying? Sorry about that.
It's my schedule, so I won't kind of block the time slot for other our friends doing uh, their streaming. So yeah,
Yeah, I was just wondering because on Wednesday I'm actually going to be on late night Q&A with Zod Writer when this Thursday
yeah,
morning your time.
that's yeah, that's Thursday morning my time, but I plan it for Wednesday morning my time. So I
Yeah,
we don't
I
have a
can't wait to I
conflict.
can't wait to
Yeah,
yeah, I can't wait to have that
thanks.
Q&A.
Yeah, we'll have that discussion somehow.
And now we have Noble falling in the tub.
They're trying to revive Noble. Technically, he's brain dead. That's why
Yep.
he has a personality shift in part two. It's still medically real, man. Zack really makes his movie based on reality. And that's it
That's a wrap.
for that's a wrap for this movie. So how can you say what can you say about it? Sin, a curly ray. How do you rate this movie?
11 out of 10.
Wow, that's nice. I rate it as a 10 over 10. So I was not bored really, even if it exceeded the 3 hour limit of some movies I watch. So ancient priests are the scribes. True, that's true.
Yep,
Yeah,
absolutely. All
yeah.
right.
All
I
right.
need to head to
Yeah.
bed. So I just
Yes.
wanted to
Thank you
say
for
bye there.
joining me, man.
Yeah, you're
Thank
welcome,
you.
Guitar. It was great. Thank you for having me here tonight. You know, it was great,
Yeah.
watching this
We'll do
again
this
with
again.
you. Yeah,
We'll
I
do
can't
this
wait
again.
to check out part 2 with you if I'm not too busy. I'm sorry if I showed up a bit an hour late because I had a lot of stuff going on, but
Yeah,
I
it's okay, man.
just wanted to check up on everyone. I
All
hope you all
right.
have a wonderful day or wonderful night if it's morning or afternoon. You all have
Yeah.
a good morning, y'all have a good afternoon, y'all have a great night, whatever,
Good
which.
night, my friend. It's nice being talking and
Yep.
discussing this.
All
So
right.
I'm gonna remove you from the.
Uh,
All right. Thanks, man.
You have
So we I thank a Curly Ray for being in the stream, and yeah, Sin Havoc rates the film as 10 out of 10. Yes, all of us of similar mindset, and thank you for joining me in this stream. And yeah, follow me in my socials: X, Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, Threads, Instagram, and smash the like button. And yes, subscribe, like, and share the video. That's it for today. And I hope to see you this coming Wednesday morning here in the Philippines, Tuesday night, uh, Eastern Standard Time. We free to engage. Yep. Later, Curly Ray, fun stream, sell is the way. Keep the engagement growing. And always remember, Mikey verse forever, right? So, next time.